idiot. Of all the lame-brained, moronic dopes. I mean, if ever I wanted to reach right through the phone and strangle somebody.
Not really a morning person, are you, pussycat?
And it's this caterer that I hired for my Save the Wetlands banquet. He's a week late with a menu. Now he tells me that he's going to serve wild duck and crayfish. They come from the wetlands. It's like holding a Save the Whales function on a Japanese trawler.
Is there an open bar?
You know, Ma, that's part of the problem. Nobody cares. Do you realize what would happen if there were no swamps?
New Jersey wouldn't have a state smell.
I'm just in over my head. I mean, what with the banquet, press releases, petitions to be signed. Ma, what am I going to do?
I'll help.
Oh, Blanche, that's sweet. But, honey, aren't your hands tied with all the work that you're doing for you?
I know I'm not always the first one to volunteer, but I happen to have an affection for bayous. Matter of fact, I became a woman in one. I thought you lost it in the hot air balloon.
I thought you lost it at a pancake breakfast.
Well, those don't count. I mean, they did at the time, but this is the definitive where I lost my virginity story. It's really nice of you to share something so personal with us, Blanche. In a bayou. You slut. Mail call.
Oh, Rose, you're here. That's good. I am absolutely snowed under with this wetlands thing. And as usual, I know I can count on you.
I'm sorry, Dorothy.
What? But, Rose, you always help out with these things. You're involved in all the charities. You sent a contribution to save the rich.
I have charity work burnout, Dorothy. In the last 3 months, I have helped with so many raffles and bake sales and car washes. I have to draw the line.
Well, I guess I'll manage somehow.
What is it, Rose? Is something wrong? I'm not sure. St. Luke's Hospital wants me to come in for some kind of test. That's where I had my gallbladder out 6 years ago.
Can I see it, Rose?
They throw organs out after surgery.
The letter, Rose. Seems you had a transfusion while you were there. The hospital thinks the blood may have contained HIV antibodies.
HIV? Wait a minute. You're talking about AIDS. Oh, well, this has to be some kind of mistake.
Don't panic. There's just a possibility. This is a precaution.
What do? We just call up the hospital and make an appointment. Everything will be fine. You think so? Why, I'm sure of it. Now, let's plan Dorothy's fundraiser. Hey, I know what would be fun.
Blanche, we're going to try to raise all the money in one night.
I know.
Yes, but this is a very important... Yes, I understand. I understand.
Oh, boy, some people.
What's wrong, Blanche?
Oh, Dorothy, nobody gives a damn about this Save the Wetlands thing. I sat in that booth of ours at the mall for 3 hours. Not one soul came by and asked for information. What we need is some kind of swamp gimmick, like, guess how many leeches are in the jar?
I don't think so, Blanche.
All right, then. All right. How about a celebrity auction? Hey, if you could buy a celebrity at an auction, I'd be showering every morning with Trini Lopez.
I didn't know you liked Trini Lopez.
I don't, but who can I afford on a fixed income? You don't understand, Sophia. A celebrity auction is where famous people donate personal items to bid on for charities.
I mean, that's a great idea, Blanche, but it's a little late. I mean, how are we going to find celebrities to donate stuff and donate it fast?
Well, I could pull some strings. It so happens I know some famous people.
Who?
Well, I don't want to divulge his name, but I'll give you a clue. I know what the F stands for in William F. Buckley. Does someone want to drive me to the hospital? Your appointment's not for 3 hours. Well, I'd like to get there early. But if you don't want to take me, I'll go without you. I might as well get used to being by myself. What does that mean? Well,
come on. If that test turns out to be positive, you're not going to want to be around me. You or Miles or anybody. No, that is not true. And I'm sure Miles will feel the same way. How am I going to tell him? You don't have to tell him anything now. You're just going for a test. It's not just a test, Dorothy.
I know just how you feel. I remember how nervous and scared and panicked I was when I went to that neurologist to have my memory tested.
How did you handle it?
Well, usually I add a cup of bleach.
Can I help you?
I think so. I have a 2 o'clock appointment for an blood test. My name is... Well, it's...
You know, we encourage anonymity, so if you'd like to give us a fictitious name for our files.
Oh, that'd be great. Dorothy Spornak.
Fine. We'll call you, and you'll be seeing a counselor and then the doctor. Meanwhile, just take a seat, Miss...
Spornak. Dorothy Spornak. ZB...
Let's go, Dorothy.
Boy, this is creepy. I mean, fake names?
Honey, it makes sense. People who test positive have trouble getting insurance jobs. It's terrible.
But the whole process is terrible. I wish it were over.
There will be soon.
I haven't been this scared since 1952, when St. Olaf's most active volcano threatened to erupt. Well, luckily, there were some Druid priests who were in town for the opening of Stonehenge land. They said they could stop it if they could sacrifice the town's dumbest virgin. I don't know why I raised my hand. It must have just been the excitement of the moment. But they said the only way to prevent the eruption was for me to crawl through their legs up the volcano while they gave me my birthday wax. Well, and you're not going to believe this. It turns out they weren't Druid priests at all. Just a bunch of Shriners looking for a good time.
It's a scary story, Rose.
Why don't they call me? I want to get this over and go home.
Rose, come here, honey. Come here, we need to talk.
What, Blanche?
Well, this is the kind of thing I tend to keep to myself, but I want you to know. I got tested too, so I know what you're going through.
What did you do?
Well, I just had the test, and then I had a nice long talk with myself about being with so many men, and now when I'm with a man, I know his complete history, and we take all the necessary precautions. I just wanted you to know I understand this is not an easy time.
Thank you, Blanche.
Mrs. Spornak?
Dorothy Spornak?
Rose!
Oh, this is it.
All right, darling, come on, I'll go with you.
Dorothy,
Ma, where have you been?
I always think it's nice when you're in a hospital to walk around and cheer people up.
Oh, that's nice, Ma.
So after I had my prescription filled, I went up to geriatrics and sang, anything you can do, I can do better. Ah, what a tough crowd. They threw Jell-O at me. If you could call that throwing. What are you reading?
This pamphlet on AIDS and teenagers. It's really so discouraging. Parents don't talk to their kids about sex. I mean, this is so important, you think they could get past their embarrassment.
Thank God I was one of those progressive parents.
I was amazed at how you use those technical terms.
Scope.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Doctor.
Good morning.
I hope you don't mind, Doctor. These are my friends.
Not at all. Your test results were fine, Mrs. Spornak.
Oh, that's great.
Well, sure, that's great for you, Dorothy, but what about me?
Rose, you used my name, you remember?
Right. Well, then I'm fine, too. I'm fine. Oh, thank you, God. Oh, I wish you could have told me that on the phone. The last couple of hours waiting were the hardest.
I know. But even people who test negative often need more counseling.
Oh, I feel wonderful. I feel great.
Well, evidently you had all the emotional support you needed. I know what you've been through, and I'm really very happy things turned out.
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh, he's right. You guys were terrific. Thank you for being there for me. And thank you for making me feel you'd always be there for me, no matter what happened.
Bet you'd like to go home now and get some rest.
No, I haven't felt like I've been living for the last 3 days. I want to go with you to the fundraiser.
Great, and it's going to be a success. You know, Ma must have stuffed and mailed over 500 invitations.
Oh.
Stuffed?
Can you give me some money?
What happened to the money I gave you last night?
Let's see. $10 went for cover charge, $10 went for a round of drinks, and the other 10 went into the G-string of a very cute male dancer named Mr. Big.
I know that guy. That's just a stage name.
Ma, I don't like this new crowd that you're hanging out with. Now, why are you with these people?
They're the in crowd. Look, the Senior Citizen Center is divided into 3 cliques. The hip group, the not-so-hip group, and the broken hip group. Which group would you want to be in?
Oh, Ma, when I was a kid, you always told me it wasn't important to be a member of a popular clique. You always said just be yourself.
Sure, that was because no one liked you.
This is why when I was a kid, I had an imaginary mother.
I can't believe it. Buzz Mueller just called. He's in town.
Buzz Mueller?
I haven't seen Buzz in almost 40 years since we were dating in high school.
Rose, I didn't think you dated anyone before Charlie.
Actually, it was while I dated Charlie.
Rose Nyland, you were in a love triangle and never told us.
But I didn't think you'd be interested.
Oh, but you were certain that we would be interested in the story about little Yemeni, the boy who was raised by a wild moose?
May I remind you, Dorothy, that moose didn't just raise little Yemeni. He put him through medical school.
Why were you dating Buzz at the same time as Charlie?
Because I didn't know which one I liked better. They were so different. Charlie liked to do all the typical teenage things. When we'd go to a drive-in movie, he'd hide me in the trunk so we only had to pay admission for one. And after the movie, he'd drive me home, let me out of the trunk and tell me all about it. But I was looking for someone more exciting. That's when Buzz came along. He was St. Olaf's hippest cat. A musician, you know the type. He once put a whole box of chiclets in his mouth on a dare.
Ooh.
Well, I almost married Buzz. We were talking about it when he got a call from the Spike Jones band. They needed someone to make the whoop sound when Spike dropped his pants. Just before he went to New York, Buzz told me he'd be back, but I never saw him again. I waited for a while, but one gig led to another. Meanwhile, Charlie and I got closer. You know what happened after that.
Well, did Buzz ever get married?
No, he just traveled the world playing his music.
So, how did you finally get over Buzz?
I never really did entirely. To this day, whenever I see a man drop his pants, some little part of me wants to go, whoop.
I know what you mean.
you until 2 in the morning, and you still weren't home.
Oh, yeah, Gertie and I and some of the girls went to Wolfie's to pick up guys.
I called Wolfie's at 11. You weren't there.
Guess who got lucky?
Oh, yeah.
What can I tell you? A couple of egg creams, the bright fluorescent lights, and a retired jeweler named Shlomo all conspired to make a night of enchantment.
Not for me. I can't tell you some of the horrible thoughts I had about what might have happened to you, although none as horrible as what you just described.
You're making too much of this.
No, I'm not. Ma, I'm putting my foot down. I don't like this new crowd, so from now on, I want you home at 11.
They're my friends and I like them.
I'm sorry, Ma. This is the way it's going to be as long as you're living with me.
Good morning. Blanche, I'm giving you 30 days notice.
What?
I don't want to live under this roof anymore. I'm moving.
Don't give it a second thought.
Good morning, lady.
Well, good morning, Miles. How was the bird watching?
Oh, Blanche, it was thrilling. Have you ever seen a purple martin early in the morning?
Yes, I have. Martin Gelman, Mr. Watch Me Leapfrog over this parking meter.
Well, Rose, you want to go see a movie tonight?
Well, actually, I'm expecting an old boyfriend from high school. His name's Buzz Mueller, and I haven't seen him in 40 years. But if this really bothers you...
Oh, no. I totally understand. Well, it's too bad. I was going to take you to see Henry V.
Well, he's just as well. I always think by the time they get to number 5, those sequels get pretty predictable.
Goodbye, Rose.
I can't believe you told him that.
But it's true. Did you doubt for a minute Rocky was going to beat that Russian?
I mean, didn't you leave out some important details about your relationship with Buzz?
No, she did exactly the right thing. Oh, I never tell men about my past.
Why?
Takes too long.
Rose,
Buzz!
you're blonde.
You let your eyebrows grow back.
You like him?
Love them.
Oh, you are incredibly beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Buzz. These are my roommates, Dorothy and Blanche.
Hello there.
Pleased to meet you.
Tell me, Buzz, is Buzz short for something?
No, actually, it's not an unusual name in St. Olaf. Everybody in my family is named Buzz.
Oh, Buzz and I are going out to lunch.
You're kidding. Buzz is here, too?
Sorry, girls. This one's mine.
Ma, you're still here. I thought you were moving.
I will be, smarty pants. I found out about this agency that matches elderly people with roommates. Hello?
Hi, Miles. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't make it tonight. I have a 24-hour buzz. Bug. Well, I'll call you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye. I should have told him I have a date with Buzz. God, I hate me right now.
What a shame. We finally have something in common and I'm moving.
I've never done anything like this before. Tell me, is it possible to love two men at the same time?
Set the scene. Have we been drinking?
Rose, are you saying that you love Buzz?
I don't know. But these last few days with him have been wonderful. And when I'm with him, it feels like old times.
Hi, adorable. Ladies.
Wow, you're the first sighted person I've ever seen in a suit like that.
I'm dressed like this because the band just had a rehearsal for our European tour.
It's a beauty.
Rose, how about some ice cream? You ladies care to join us?
No, thanks. We don't want to spoil our dinner.
Not that that outfit hasn't done a good job already.
Buzz, I'm not sure I should go. You see, I haven't been totally honest with you. I'm involved with someone else. His name is Miles, and he means a lot to me.
Rosie, I never should have left you 40 years ago. I can still see you standing on the platform as the train started to roll by. Remember, Rose? You were walking alongside, tears rolling down your cheeks. When the train picked up a little speed, you started to run. Suddenly, you were out of sight. It was very painful for me.
For me, too. I ran face first into the crossing signal.
Rose, have dinner with me tonight. You know, Miles can have you for the rest of his life, but I've only got tonight.
Okay, but I don't want you to stand out in that outfit. I'll go change into something plaid. Hi, girls.
Rose, how was dinner with Buzz?
He asked me to go to Europe with him.
Rose, what about Miles?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. For some reason, Buzz just doesn't want to take Miles with us.
Well, I'm leaving. I found a compatible roommate. Here's my new address and phone number.
Oh, come on, Ma, you're joking.
It's no joke. Ciao. Auf Wiedersehen. Arrivederci and sayonara.
Gee, she could have at least said goodbye.
Oh, it's you. I thought maybe Sophia had come home.
God, no, she'll be back in the morning. She's trying to teach me a lesson. I know my mother.
Oh, really? You're the one who said she wasn't going to leave in the first place. You know, Dorothy, it's not just your mother who left. I feel like she's my mother, too.
I know, honey, but don't worry. She'll be back.
Now that she's gone, who am I going to go to in the middle of the night with my deepest personal problems?
Wait a minute. You went to my mother's room in the middle of the night?
Many, many times, 2 or 3 times a week. And she was always so kind and comforting.
I don't understand. Every time I'd knock on her door late at night, she'd say, "Not now, I'm watching Bob Costas."
Sophia doesn't have a TV in her room.
I know.
Then after we finished talking, she'd always give me a piece of hard candy and a kiss goodnight.
I can't sleep. And what's worse, I went to Sophia's room for one of our talks. And then I remembered she left, thanks to you, Dorothy.
You had late night talks with my mother?
All the time.
And she gave you hard candy?
No. I'd ask, but she was always afraid I'd choke on her.
Just got to get her back.
Oh, don't worry. One sleepless night in a strange bed will be enough for her. In the morning, I'll go over and talk to her and bring her back.
Sophia's not the only one with a sleepless night ahead of her. To tell you the truth, I don't know what to do about Buzz. This might be a second chance at love. I'm thinking of going to Europe with him.
Rose, quite frankly, I don't get it. What is this hold that Buzz has over you?
Oh, I know exactly what she's going through, Dorothy. First love can be very powerful. I felt the same way about Haywood Boyle, the star pitcher on our high school baseball team. Oh, an amazing athlete. That boy had exceptional control. He was always up for extra innings. And his delivery,
All right, Blanche, enough. Yeah, we get it. So what was he like in bed? Good morning, Maria.
Good morning, Mrs. Petrillo. Did you have trouble sleeping?
No, why?
Well, last night I woke up and you were sitting on a chair in my room.
Oh, yeah. Well, where I used to live, the bathroom was across the hall. Sorry, it won't happen again.
Should I draw your bath?
I can draw my own bath. I can do everything by myself.
Okay, Mrs. Petrillo, you're the boss.
Look, I'm not the boss. I'm a poor immigrant from Italy, and I feel very uncomfortable having somebody wait on me hand and foot. I'll get it.
Sit.
oh my God! Oh, Dorothy, look at this! Oh!
What do you want?
Well, we were just in the neighborhood. We thought we'd stop by and see if you need anything.
Obviously, better security.
Oh, Dorothy, the art in this room is magnificent. I know, I work in a museum. I'm an art expert. Oh, look at this Renoir.
Actually, that's a Seurat. His signature style was pointillism. Notice how the little dots of color seem to blend together from a distance.
Oh, yeah.
You want to see the Jackson Pollock in Dijon?
I love to.
Come on, I gotta scrub the toilet anyway.
Ma, we have to talk.
There's nothing to talk about. Oh, here's my roomie. Hi, Malcolm.
Who's Malcolm?
You are.
Okay. Ma, he's a man. I didn't know you moved in with a man.
What difference does it make? He's over 100 years old. I'm not sure he knows I'm a woman.
I think Amos and Andy are on the wireless tonight. What do you say we stay home and laugh our asses off?
Malcolm, I told you, I'm going out with the girls tonight.
Yeah, you always were the ladies' man, Tommy.
Ma, are you happy here?
Sure. I live in a palace. I got a maid. It's a dream come true.
Look, Ma, I want you to come home. I miss you. We all miss you. Ma, we're your family and you belong with us.
Can I still hang out with my friends?
No.
Wrong answer.
Ma, I'm not being arbitrary. I am worried about you. All your friends are in their 80s. You're driving at night, sometimes in bad weather. You go to restaurants and eat spicy food, and then you're sick for 3 days. I'm sorry, Ma, I just can't say yes.
Bye.
Ma! Ma!
You must be Tommy's boy. How's the team look this year?
What are you doing here?
Rose, I want the truth. There's something going on between you and Buzz, isn't there?
Yes, Miles, there is something going on. I'm just not sure what it is.
There's someone at the door, Rose. Rose, aren't you going to answer the door?
Hi, cutie. Hello.
Buzz, this is Miles. Miles Buzz.
So you're Buzz.
So you're Miles.
You're Buzz.
You're Miles.
Buzz.
Miles.
Rose.
Huh?
Rose, I'd like to have a few words with you alone. I'm sure Buzz won't mind.
I'll wait out on the lanai, pumpkin.
So, is this the end of the road for us, Pumpkin?
Miles, can't you see I'm overwhelmed? I'm confused. I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Fine. Let me help make it easy for you. Don't buzz.
Miles, I know it's asking a lot, but I'm going to need a little time to figure this out.
All right, okay. I understand. It's just that the thought of losing you, Rose, it scares me. I love you, damn it. I want us to be together. We should be together because we want to be, not because I boxed you into a corner with an ultimatum. You take all the time you need, Rose. I'll be waiting.
Coast clear?
Yeah. Buzz, I've been thinking, why don't we spend some time getting to know each other before we go rushing off to Europe?
I know all I need to know. Oh, now look, if you need a little bit more time, why don't I go to Europe, do what I have to do, and then I'll come back for you.
That's exactly what you told me 40 years ago. You never came back.
Yeah, but you got married. I figure we both made mistakes. We're even.
I don't think I made a mistake. Well, I wouldn't trade in my time with Charlie for anything. I'm glad I didn't wait for you then, Buzz. And I'm not going to wait for you this time either.
Well, I guess I better get going.
All right, you get your hands off my woman.
Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. I'm in the arts.
Miles.
I'm not finished, Rose. I take back what I said before. I'm not going to sit around eating my heart out while you date somebody else. I want you to stop seeing Buzz immediately.
Okie dokie.
Because if you don't... I'm sorry, what did you say?
I said okie dokie.
Okay. Okay, I can't believe it. After all these years of being sensitive, I barge in here like some macho jerk, and I get exactly what I want.
Oh, Miles, I find this side of you very exciting.
Well, it's the jungle cat in me. I try to keep it carefully hidden, of course.
Oh my God, now she's with the other boyfriend. It's like living with Cher.
Sophia, you're here, and you have your suitcase. Does that mean you're moving back?
I don't get it. I'm gone a few days, and the dumb one's in there acting like a slut while the slut's in here being stupid. Of course I'm back.
Oh, Ma, it's so good to have you home. And I was wrong. I have no right to tell you how to run your life or who your friends should be. I mean, you're obviously doing something right. You've made it to 83. I guess it's just me trying to hold on to you.
No, you're right, Dorothy. I was with the wrong crowd. By the way, if anyone asks, I was here last night.
miss spending time with you. I want to stay with you forever so that I can see you, love you, and care for you. I feel magical when you are around me. I feel that there is a connection of the heart and soul. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. I have seen love before, but I never felt that great before. I can say proudly that I love you and your love is great. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. You have awakened a part of me. You have created something I've never knew. You not only care about me, but you always respect me as I am. You have accepted a part of me, and that makes all the difference to me. You are such an amazing man. go.